this great morning. Let me shift this here to, there we go. Oh my goodness, as you can see, we're in the Cosmic Gypsy this morning. And yeah, I think we can all take a breather. Democrats did a blue tsunami. Trump is, of course, blaming it all on everyone else other than himself and his crap-ass lies and nonsense. You know, Trump just continues to spout what he wants people to believe. Has no basis in reality anywhere, and people have finally caught on. But he still thinks that people are just going to swallow whatever he puts out there, and there are a few that are still doing that. But you know, when you have tariffs so high that companies are closing down, they're laying off workers, people are losing their jobs. He keeps saying the prices of groceries have gone so far down, and people know when they go to the grocery store. Now, this fool never has gone in a grocery store, so he's got no clue. Does he think that everybody else has other people shopping for them? Continues to say the gas prices have gone down. Again, he has never gone out and filled up a car himself, so he's clueless and thinks that everybody else is just going to buy it, buy his absolute lies. When they go to the gas pump and they see what's there. Well, this is the problem when you have somebody that's born with a silver spoon in their mouth, or in his case, a gold spoon. You know, he would never use silver. That's so far beneath him. He's got to have a gold spoon in his mouth. So he's got absolutely no sense of reality at all. People bought his crap for so long that he still thinks that people are delusional and will just buy whatever nonsense he's putting out there. So, you know, people are getting wise to the fact that he spouts out what he wants people to believe, not what is actually going on. You know, he's the greatest president ever. Maybe Washington and Lincoln get a little higher rate than him, but he's right there next to him. And unfortunately for this fool, he'll be known as the greatest criminal ever. And if he doesn't stroke out or have a heart attack, I keep going for the stroke. I keep feeling that he's got the occluding vessels in his brain, which are causing the dementia as well, vascular dementia, and also is reaching up for stroke time for him. He's already had mini strokes, but the big one is on the way. So if that doesn't happen before he gets out of office in one way or another, I have said since the beginning that he will be charged with RICO, running a criminal organization, because he has been doing money laundering and backdoor deals forever. All criminal. So the best way to go after him is RICO charges. So yes, I know people keep asking, well, how long, how long, how long? Well, until it happens. Until it happens. But you can see the change coming in now. Like I said, this is going to bring in big changes. And what he's done, he's shown the dark underbelly of things. And so it's just out there point blank now, and people are choosing which side they're on. Are you going to the side of the dark? Which is what the ones that are following him, that are all up on that, the hate, the division, the ego. If that's your priority, then that's what they follow. Versus if you're someone that wants to see people progress and sees humanity as a whole, and knowing that we all have something to offer. Okay? So like I said, I've told this to my students for a number of years, a great divide is coming. Those in the dark are going to go even to more darkness because the dark cannot understand the light. And those to the light are going to continue on that path. So that's what's happening now, the Great Divide. And while people were being so fearful, you've got to come out of the fear. And that's one big thing that Christ was trying to teach people. Fear not. Don't have fear. Greater that he's within you than he that is in the world. In other words, you know, everybody comes from that spark of that divine is. And that is greater than any of the crap that these egoists and these narcissists want to project. Okay? That was the fall of Satan. And took 1/3 of the angels with him. 1/3. So there's 2/3 that are on the straight path of spiritual higher awareness, and 1/3 that has gone to the dark side of ego, of wanting to promote and elevate themselves above everybody else. Okay? So anyway, we can take a breather. You know, take a day off. Take a day to celebrate. Take a day to, you know, and then we get back to the grind. I mean, things have not ended yet. We still have a lot more to go. And we can't just totally give up. I mean, we still have to push and still have to go forward. And there's something I wanted to say this morning. All my books are off of Amazon now. So if you wanted to purchase one of my books, you're not going to find anything on there. So what happened? Why are my books off Amazon? Because the person that uploaded all of my books had written something himself I guess he said when he was in college or something, and now Amazon's got some big beef with it, and so took down everything that he's uploaded there, including all of my books. So he wrote to me yesterday, he sent a day before yesterday, and told me all my books are off Amazon, and Amazon's not answering him. He's continuing to try to get a hold of them, and so my books are all vanished. So we'll see if he ever can get it straightened out with Amazon, or if all of my books are now basically gone. And I guess if I want them back up, I'd have to go through a secondary publisher, which I had done before, and my books could have been all, ordered through any bookstore, but then went to Amazon, and so at this point in time, if you don't have my material already, it's not there. It's vanished into the ozones. I'm a little, surprised that Amazon would take down everything because they have an issue with one of the things that he had put out, I guess years ago, he said. So exactly what's going on with it, I don't know. I haven't heard any more from him. I just said, well, do the best you can do. And that's, what else can you say? So I'm not going to get angry with him or anything. It's, it's just is what it is, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, he was just mortified to have to contact me and tell me all my books are gone. And I had, 19 books? And they're all vanished into the ozones. So we'll have to see what happens. But for now, I guess all of my books are gone for now. Anyway, I got something new, and so we're going out and we're going to try this. I want to see how well I've used it at home, and it's worked well. I got a little toaster oven, and I broiled my meat in it. I broiled some fish in it, and I did a toast in it, and it worked really well. So I have it with me today, and I want to see if it's worth it to carry it with me, if it's something that would be usable, and how difficult is it to bring it. And then the other thing I did was I have the WeatherTech window coverings, and they fit your windows exactly, but the thing with them that I didn't care for is that the black, it's shiny. So when you put it up in your windows, you can see that it's a window covering rather than just being dark window. So I didn't like that. So I took them and I bought this large felt, and I covered the black I adhesived the felt over the black so that now it's a matte black. It's not shiny. So that'll work well. And then the felt on it gives it a little extra insulation as well. So I wanted to see how that works. But I'm telling you, if you do something like that, make sure that you have a lot of, when you go to put that together, that stuff is really toxic when you're doing the adhesive on there. And it takes a good day for the smell to go away and stuff. So, you know, you leave it outside for a day to air out and to cure. So I did that, and so I want to try these new coverings. So we're going to do that today as well. So I'm trying out the new toaster oven. Now, one thing I do with the toaster oven, you know, they say that it's easy clean, but I don't think it is. So I keep a little bit of aluminum foil and just cover the tray with that. And then cleanup is easy. When you're done, you just take the aluminum foil, roll it up, and throw it away. And so that works really well. But yeah, the toaster oven worked well. I mean, in just a couple of minutes, my fish and steak and stuff are cooked. So I'm going to try it today, and we'll see how it goes. I'm here at the border thing, so let's see what we've got. Is somebody there? Yes. Thank you. The puppies go crazy when we go in there. Sometimes they're kind of like looking because my windows are very tinted, very dark in the back, and you can't see through them easily, so they kind of like question. But the minute they hear the dogs going crazy, they're just like, yeah, okay, never mind. Go. So yeah. Where I would like to go. Now next week I'm on Hogalishi again, but the week after that is my week off, so I have a 2-week window. I'm thinking about going to a national park I've never been to yet, Glacier National Park. I guess it's up in Montana, so I might go and do that. I might go to the Glacier National Park. It looks beautiful, and I haven't been there. Now, I've been to most of the other parks. You know, last time I went to, what was it called, Coral Reef, and I've been up to Grand Tetons, although I could go and explore that some more. I didn't really explore there too much. And of course the Grand Canyon I've been to numerous times, and Yellowstone. So yeah, most of the parks I've been to, but I haven't been to Glacier. So I'm really thinking about going up to Glacier. I think that would be a really nice one to visit. I've seen a few pictures from there, and it's just beautiful. I was thinking maybe Glacier National Park was up in Alaska, but no, it's here in the U.S. impossible for me to get a passport again. So I'm just stuck here. I can't fly. I can't I can't fly. I can't go to Mexico. I can't go to Canada. I can't go, I can't go anywhere but the continental US. Now maybe when this asswipe is gone, the jerkwad that's in office now that stole the presidency, when he's gone, maybe they will change those restrictions and make it where you could actually get a passport again. So we'll see. But for now, I'm relegated just to the continental US. I can't go to Hawaii. I can't go to Puerto Rico. I can't go to Alaska. I can't. Yeah, I can't go to anywhere other than continental US. So I'm just kind of stuck here. But there are a few places I haven't been. I've been to most of the US. I have not been to Washington, D.C. And I haven't been to the Glacier National Park. So those are two things that I could head out and explore. I'm sorry I missed D.C. before he started ripping the White House down. And somehow I have the feeling that his big ass ballroom is never going to get built. Okay? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know if they will rebuild. If they will rebuild the East Wing. But I don't think they will. I think he'll be out of office or, gone in one way or another before this big ass ballroom is built. And that's just my feeling. But we'll see. We'll see if I'm right or wrong. I'm going to take this back road today. Out here that goes by Spaceport. Spaceport America, 24 miles. I don't know why they even advertise it, because you can't go in there unless you buy a ticket. And I guess they have excursions that go out there, and I think the ticket's like $50, they were saying, and they go from either Las Cruces or up here in Truth or Consequences to go out and show you Spaceport. But you can't drive there yourself. And it's ridiculous to pay a $50 fee to just go look at Spaceport. So yeah, I just bypass it real quick. it's nice to take this back road sometimes rather than the freeway up. And then in this back road, you can go by the Elephant Butte, the upper area. There is an upper area by the dam that you can go and picnic at. And there's also a place out here, this fish hatchery area, which is a nice place to stay, actually. They have that out here as well. Most people want to go to Elephant Butte directly, but when I was there this last time, I can't believe how low the water is. Now you can see all these big sandbars out there. So it's just really, really gotten low. But yeah, I do like coming out on this road instead sometimes. I like the roads a little less traveled. I do have somebody coming up on my tailpipe up here, so they will go around me, I'm sure. But I just thought today, first thing out, I didn't want to have to do more political crap. And just look, we know how toxic he is. We know how toxic they are. And that's not changing anytime soon. It's just going to tell me on how unhappy and miserable he is today. And how he's still scheming and planning Lord knows what. So really no reason to read on that this morning. Now it looks like that UPS plane that went down, they lost an engine. An engine just fell off the plane. How can you have an engine just fall off the plane? Are they not doing maintenance on these planes? 9 people, I guess, died. One child is kind of what I think it was saying with that UPS plane. And then apparently there was a big car explosion in New York. I hadn't really seen anything more than that. I just caught that there had been a car that exploded. I guess at first there was trash that was on fire, and then this car was there. Now that car really exploded. I'm wondering if it was something like if it was a Tesla or something that or if they had something in there, you know, extra gas or something, because it really went up. But again, I haven't heard anything else about it. So yeah, that's about it for now. Oh, somebody was asking me if they found my dogs. It wasn't my dogs. My dogs are here. I don't let my dogs off leash and out running in these places. Absolutely not. I keep my dogs, when I go places, I keep them on a leash. Now, so many people, I see them doing car life and they just, you know, they think their dogs are going to stay with them. But, you know, there are rattlesnakes. There's all sorts of things out there. And you know how dogs like smell-o-vision. They want to go out there and sniff everything. And that's a recipe for disaster. Either that or they see something that they want to go chase. So yeah, no, I never let my dogs off leash when we're out going places. So no, it wasn't my dogs. It was somebody else's dogs out there, which are unfortunately out in the desert, and hopefully somebody finds them and gets them to safety. But yeah, no, it wasn't. Mickey and Lily are fine. Now, I did have one of my dogs one time. I went out, I was at Elephant Butte, and I was in the van at that time, the road trek, and I had the door open, the side door, and I went to look for May, and she was among the missing, and she had scooted out the door and was out exploring, and thank God I called her and she came. But yeah, it can be just a couple seconds. You turn your back and they can be out the door. So yeah, I have had, one close call of one of my pets getting out. So yeah, no, I don't let my puppies off leash out any place where I'm traveling and stuff anytime. So on that note, I'll leave that here. I'm going to keep pedaling down the road, and we're going to go out and just enjoy it today. I'm going to try that toaster oven, see how well that works, if it's worth, taking with me all the time or not. But I think that it's going to be a good addition. I have that grill, and I have a pot as well, a saucepan type, with me, and so that pretty much covers anything. Now, the only thing I don't have that might have been nice, I don't know, I might consider changing something out in the real winter time, bringing a really small slow cooker so that I can do things like a stew or or soups or something like that during the cold if I'm going to be somewhere for a while. So I might do that. I might change out something and bring a slow cooker, because there's nothing better in the winter time than doing some nice warm soups or a stew or something like that. So we'll see, but I want a really tiny slow cooker. And so, yeah, we'll see. That's one thing I'm considering. I am considering perhaps a little slow cooker. Because like I said, the winter times I really do like to make soups or a stew, something of that nature, that you can have, and yeah. us out here and continue our back road journey and go spend the day out. Puppies are back there chilling. And yeah, looking forward to having another good day out here. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on